Hello, once again. I am the Storyteller Huntanor. This is a continuation of my tale of Wali Uzza and his destiny to become the dread pirate lord of the Mediterranean. His past bears down on him heavily, and the stress begins to break him. Will he go too far? Will he lose everything? Only time will tell. Welcome back. Let's get started. We're going to put our culture onto the main island here right away. We want to spread our culture to a couple of places, but only a few because we don't want to put our research behind. And we want to change it as quickly as possible. None of these wars really look interesting. Our starting position is pretty good. We're going to need to find a way to go to war with Sardinia right away. We want to take the area with the silver mine. We're going to just learn this guy's language so that we can maybe make some allies on the peninsula, which will help us with our position. So let this run for a few seconds. Our plan at the start is going to be to take as many of the islands in the Mediterranean as we can. Some of them will be harder than others, but Sardinia should be within our power right away. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just going to take Holy Warrior here. Uzza feels like he's pretty devoted. None of the rest of these are really worth it. Yep. Holy Warrior is just a pretty good trait, especially since we're going to be fighting mostly Christians. Unyielding Defender has bonuses from our culture. I'm pretty sure this is actually pretty good. Logistician also has bonuses from our culture. But Holy Warrior still really feels like the right choice. You know, let's just go with that. Great. And our father has taken mostly fair. It's not a bad trait. No, not a bad trait at all. I don't think I would have picked it, but, you know, cannot declare war on him yet because we're not independent. Probably should consider fabricating a claim. Oh, that's interesting. So it seems like a new commander. Well, we need every commander we can get. Every single commander we can get. So we have begun a war here. It was a really great boon to us in a way that that the kingdom, I should say, the Sultanate of Al-Andalus fell because that made us independent, and making us independent made it so that we could declare this war real fast. This war that we really needed to do. Once we're done here, we will have taken our first foothold on the island of Sardinia. And I really don't think there's any chance that we will have any problem with it. I didn't really need to call our ally in. So we're going to take Bellum Justum first, because if we're going to be declaring a lot of wars, he's pretty much just suiciding against us. Our father-in-law showed up to help, which is nice. Not sure I really needed to bring him in. And there we go. That's it. We now have taken our foothold in Sardinia. Let's repair the walls. It seems like the right thing to do. I don't like using the money, though. Especially since I have plans for that money. I need to buy my title upgrade to Emir as soon as possible. Like, as soon as possible. Right now, I'm in a pretty precarious position. I don't have very good stewardship, right? And because I don't have very good stewardship... Yeah, we're just going to have to spend the money. That sucks. Because I don't have very good stewardship, I can't hold that many territories, which means I can't push my war in Sardinia as fast as I'd like to. Oh, my brother Emir died. He was slain in battle. That probably means my father's at war with somebody? Yeah. We're just gonna yoink that. Stepfather, Commander Jalil, Commander Damal. We have succeeded at creating the foothold we needed in southern Sardinia. Before long, I will call upon you again to serve me in battle. It is my intent to first drive north and then east. We need to take the southern half of the island as quickly as possible and with few casualties. It is my strong hope that should we do so, the Caliph will acknowledge our righteous conquests, and we will be able to use that support to conquer the northern half of the island in a single sweep. I know that I am not well liked among you, that my commanders doubt my ability, but I do not doubt yours. Serve me well, and you will be rewarded. Once Sardinia is ours, then we can think of peace. Then we can develop it into the stronghold we need to control all of the Western Mediterranean. This is my goal. Praise Allah. And my first child, my daughter, is born. Jadiga. Seems like a good name. Oh, good. So we have succeeded at that. We should probably consider swaying him or swaying his father. You know what actually might be a good idea? Because we're trying to make good with the Catalan people, we could try to learn the language of somebody who is Catalan. That would help us to, basically, any French person. This guy in Barcelona seems perfectly fine. So let's try to learn. That'll help us get the cultural acceptance we need faster, which is good. It's good to learn the languages of any culture that you want to unify with. Being able to talk to the people is a huge advantage. Ugh. Peasant revolt. I think we're going to have to take the force them out of the city one, because it's the only one we have a chance of succeeding at. In fact, we have a 100% chance of succeeding at it. It's free money, it's prestige. And to be honest, I don't want wild mercenaries around causing problems. Just raise our troops and try to kill this as quickly as possible. They have rebelled basically everywhere, which, not so good. I guess we'll go and do Iberia first. Yeah, that's a good place to start. So they all decided to come to Iberia to reinforce, which means we're pretty much going to get to kill them all in a single war, which is nice. I was worried there for a minute. I was definitely worried there since there was more of them than us, but their troop quality is really low. Peasant revolts have a hard time beating an army. Even one as weak as the one we sent over. Alright. We're going to continue raising our control over there. And let's just disband this. We need the warriors. And this guy's not great, but he's okay. So, we're recruiting him. Have to take a chance on him, because he is definitely... he definitely hates us. That's fine. You know, our warriors don't have to love us. Hopefully he doesn't do anything stupid like try to assassinate us. Hopefully he doesn't get a hate on Our doctor is actually really good. Like, we have a really good doctor. He was here to begin with, too. He's the only good position we had in the court to start with. All right. I think we're going to take Secure the Crown next, just to help with our control problems. Our fast wars are going to mean that we're going to have to go out and make sure that we are monitoring the situation personally, getting things under control as quickly as possible. Oh, emerging lunacy. Well, that's gonna change how we handle this character's roleplay, I think. That's a pretty big deal. That's a definitive trait. Please, Imam Amasan, I need your advice. I have these dreams. They haunt my mind. They're constant. Every night now. They relate to my father. Oh, I don't know how I can take it anymore. Wali, please, tell me of these dreams. At least, if I can't help you, speaking of your pain to Allah might bring relief. I do not know how such a thing could be possible. I don't know how there could be relief for me. Each night, my father comes to me in my dreams, and he looks at me as if though he's going to ask me for help. And just when he comes close to me, that look on his face that I remember as a boy, the look he had on his face when he decided that he would send me away, it dissipates into this smug expression. And behind him, he gestures towards, first, his lover, holding his new child. And he tells me that he would love that child, the child unacknowledged, the child born out of wedlock, more than he will ever love me. He tells me that I am worth less than it, and the woman dissolves into an image of my mother, holding me as a baby. He says that I cannot expunge the taint in my blood that comes from my Christian slave origin, that I always will be behind, that I will never be respected, that no matter what I do, I'm already lost. And just when I don't think I can take it anymore, the woman dissolves, my mother disappears, and it is my own beloved wife holding our newborn babe. And he says that corruption that's in me, that sickness in my blood that comes from my low origins, will forever be a curse on all the generations of my family. And then it all fades, and I see a ghastly form, and I hear the flames of hell. And it's my mother, burning forever. Burning for the crime of being an unrepentant Christian. This is absurd. I should have known there was nothing you could do for me. I should never have told you of this dream. This is my burden to suffer. And my father will suffer. He will suffer. As will his sons suffer for abandoning me and letting my mother die. Okay, that's not great. And apparently my father was having an affair with a member of his court. And they have a child. Wow. Wow. Just wow. And we also have an heir now. Let's name him after our wife's father, if we can find the name in here someplace. I could just type it in. It's pretty easy to type in, but there we go. Bakir. I saw that go by twice and I didn't even touch it. Okay. I think we're going to take the stress here because this is just so good. Military engineer is just so good. Yeah. We are now a military engineer, which is an extraordinarily helpful trait. Should make our wars go by a little bit faster. Everything seems to be going pretty well. We probably should initiate another war. Don't know if we have enough piety yet, though. Well, I mean, we have enough piety. I just don't know if we should do it right away. The faster we take Sardinia, the faster we can move on to our other goals. I'm starting to think about possibly conquering my father's island. Starting to feel like maybe we've begun to interpret our father's treatment of my mother as a great slight on us. Like, we feel like her Christian blood is a curse, but we also hate our father for mistreating her and setting her aside. There we go. Second daughter. Been pretty lucky so far with kids. 2 daughters, 1 son. Yeah, I think we're going to avenge ourselves on our father. Our marshal is not good, and we have this guy who is way better. And this guy who doesn't hate us as much, who's also better. So he is our new marshal. See if we can get him to convert. He did. Good. That puts us in a better position. Should make it so that we can get our control over our new territories faster. Once we've finished with Sardinia, I think we're going to go... Oh, our stepfather died. Bakir is dead. That's... Our chancellor hates us. Should we sway her, or should we continue to use it to try to make friends on the peninsula? It's usually kind of a hard decision. But if we make an alliance with her, she'll like us more, because she's a vassal. Sucks that Bakir is dead, though. And we have succeeded at learning Proto-French. That should help us get along with our Catalan subjects, which is good. My stepbrother is in prison, which isn't good. It isn't good at all. Now that we've got control in almost all of our counties, it's probably time for us to really consider declaring our next war. Right up here. Yeah. Let's just get it done. The sooner we do it, the sooner the truce ends, the sooner we get to do it again. It's not like we have that much to worry about. But we don't have an ally anymore. We probably should have thought of that. Alright. So our son is bossy. He's a natural leader. We're going to educate him ourselves. The war over here is going pretty good. We've split our armies so that we can try to intercept his troops. He's been running circles around us, avoiding us, and I just want to put an end to that. I just like to crush him again. Yeah. Crushing him is definitely the preferred outcome. I feel like once that's done, it's not going to be too long before we win. I'm not sure. And that's exactly what we needed. Our faith level has gone up. Another new commander. That's great. This guy is good. He's actually good, so he can serve as a knight. Something we definitely need. It's another victory. Yeah. Now that we've won that last siege, we haven't won. It's in our control. Let's just finish this war off. Part of me wants to wait till the siege is done in order to... Yeah, I think we're going to wait till the siege is done so we can see if we make any money off of this. It's not going to be that long. We're only losing about half a gold per month. Half a gold per month means we will definitely make enough money off of the siege to make up for the gambit. Continuing to do these battles, we might capture somebody. Hopefully we capture somebody. If we can capture someone good, like him or his son, that'll make this extra time worth it. Yeah. Last time we got 17 gold. We're not going to lose 17 gold in the time it takes for us to finish this war. This one siege. That's not going to happen. So we're ahead regardless of what happens. And this is a worthy risk. Okay. And the siege will end. And when the siege ends, we will have taken more territory in Sardinia. The great thing is that now that our level of faith has gone up, we will be able to do a duchy war instead of a county war for the northern part. One last battle. Oh, some people are converting to our religion. All right. This is definitely our religion. Well, good. That should make it easier for us to interact with these people who convert. There'll probably be a chain of conversions, too. The more people who follow our religion, the better. Maybe we can find some allies. Maybe we can even find someone who will make a good liege, and that is exactly what we were hoping for. That's a 50 gold piece prisoner, which is very good, and will help us towards our ultimate goal of becoming the Emir. Let's finish this war. And we are now over our domain limit. Yeah, you know, that's my mother's religion. I'm not super interested in making their lives worse. It's interesting. The game interprets this as being vengeful, but I mean, I have personal reasons to not feel vengeful about this. It's stressful. I know I'm doing something I shouldn't do, and I know that it's probably a mistake on a religious level, but even having said that, I don't want to be intolerant towards the people. I don't want to be intolerant towards the people who share the same religion as my mother. Oh, athletic. That's a good pull. That was a big risk. Yeah. Yep. A bunch of people are joining our faith, which is good. A bunch of people who probably didn't like us before may like us now. And conciliation seems to still be on the rise, which is good. I should probably take some time going through these to see what they are specifically, but this game isn't exactly focused on the struggle. I want the struggle to participate in it, but only as a motivation to make alliances and enemies on the peninsula once I've finished my ultimate goal of controlling every single island in the Mediterranean. This, though, we're still like 100 gold away from being able to fix this. That is not the best situation to be in. We're pretty much just going to have to wait it out. The only way we're going to fix the fact that we're above domain limit is by raising our title level so that we can place some minor nobles in control of some of our counties. I would like to put Catalan nobles on the two small islands because they're not very good, which means I don't need to control them myself. And not only that, but oh, what's this? Yeah, you can do it if you want, but I'm not telling the soldiers to hold back. We're not letting you murder anybody. If you really want to fight in there, you get in there and fight. That's on you, kid. Yep, now you're disfigured. You know, you probably shouldn't ask a person whose sanity is in question whether or not you can fight grown men when you're just a little kid. But, you know, his kid probably doesn't understand how bad this is. How bad his father's problem really is. Get out of my way, physician! He is my son, and I will see him! But Wali, he isn't well. He isn't ready. He wasn't ready to. I will decide what my son is ready for. I will decide what he does and doesn't do. If I say he can fight in a tournament, if it's his will to do so, I will see it done. You want to continue to work here? My lord, I've served you well. Then get out of my sight! Yes, Wali. Of course, Wali. Bakir! This needs to be a lesson to you. Look at your face. The marks of your failure are going to be carried with you for the rest of your life. We have to do better. They will always hate us. They will always hate us because my father was unwise in his choice of a second wife. Yes, Father. If you cannot stand up for yourself, they will destroy you. They don't care that you're a child. They don't care. Remember it every time you see in the mirror the disfigurement that has been done to you. Do not forget why this happened. Do not fail again. All right. We are now able to fix some of our problems because we've become the Emir of Majorca. So this guy, I guess, this old man, is going to be in charge of the island. It's fine, I suppose. He's probably, I don't know. We're going to go over here, and we're going to go to our other stepbrother, the one that we don't have a developed relationship with, and try to become allies with him. Since we still have a good relationship with him. I mean, we're not friends, but we have a good relationship. And I am married to his sister, after all. So we can declare the war in the north here to take this entire duchy. Don't know if we should do this first or take the last county first. The plan was to take all of the south before we did the north, but we actually reached our goal of raising our level of devotion a lot sooner than I was expecting to, so there's no reason to delay. But We did have a plan. We did have a plan. I just think we should stick with the plan. I just think we should stick with the plan, right? Like, when you say you're going to do something, you should do it. I don't know. Things are pretty wild. I'll tell you that. I don't want to be like my father and not keep my word. Even if it's just on random things. So this is what we're doing. We said north, east, north. It's super important that we maintain the structure in our life, right? North, east, north. North, east, to north. This is the right decision. It's absolutely the right decision. Okay. He's going to throw his troops at us suicidally one last time. And then we are going to finish the siege. Since it is his last piece of territory, that will be our win. There we go. We have succeeded. North, east, north. We have this. Once we have this, we're going to be able to create a very strong core set of counties that we can use to take all these islands. But first, we need to get vengeance on our father and his despicable sons. We need to create a cadet branch because we need to be in charge of the dynasty. That's another way we can strip any of the legitimacy from our father and our brothers. I am pretty sure once we create this cadet branch, we are going to immediately take over as the head of the dynasty because we are just so much stronger than our brother. I think we're going to make our own... We may adjust this, like the name and the crest. 16 living members. Many of them are my own brothers and their children. In fact, almost all of them are my brothers and their children because my father is dead and we had no other family members. Emir Umar II. We are coming for you. We're coming for you. We only have a very few small things to clean up here before we come and show you why it is that you should always respect a man's mother. Brother, if you ever really considered yourself that to me, I am unquestionably the stronger between us. My realm is larger. My soldiers more experienced. My Fari better trained. And so I will be the one who decides the destiny of this family. I, in spite of how my father felt about me and my mother, will be the one whose sons are remembered. You and my so-called brothers will be forgotten. Uzza, I don't understand. None of us ever hated you. Father didn't hate you. We don't hate you. He put you into a good place. He set you up so that you could have the very future that you're living in today. Why? Why have you come to hate us? Because our father let my mother die. He cast her aside because the imams wanted nothing to do with her Christian faith because she would not convert. They treated her like dirt. They treat me like dirt. If I have my way, you will have nothing when I'm done with you. None of you will. Uzza, do not do this. Do not make us do this. Please. You have enough. You don't need to take that which belongs to your brothers. I will take what I please. I will have whatever I want, unless it is to take my blood. Do not speak to me again, because I will not speak to you in any other circumstances. Oh, Uzza, what has happened to you? I have learned the truth. Last war before our plans change from conflict for the purpose of solidifying our position to conflict for the purpose of avenging the slight on our mother and the slight done to us. This war should be easy. I don't think my brother stands any chance. But unlike with the conflict here in Sardinia, we don't have any source of claims, so we're going to have to buy them or fake them. Just gonna go up in here into the mountains and take advantage of our mountain bonuses to kill this guy. Our ally has arrived, but we don't need his help. Everything here is under control. Yep. He just doesn't have a strong enough army to possibly stop us. Once we control all of Sardinia, I am going to put... members of my own culture in charge in the north. I really have no desire to preserve or... My reason for caring what happens to the Catalonian culture and wanting to unify with it is because I want to take that which represents my father and mix it with that which represents my mother to me. The two cultures will combine together, like they've combined together in me, to create something new. In general, though, I have no love for the Orthodox Christians, and I have no love for these Sardinians. They can fall into the sea, or they can comply. While I'm not going to actively change the culture, that's mostly because I want to keep it small for changing. Just forbid all these really crappy Faris. It's better than I was expecting it to be, actually. We got mostly things above 7. Usually I don't even let warriors below 9 in the army, but... we're not in a position to mince words over it, that's what I gotta say. He will not ransom this guy. Is this guy even worth it? He's not. Convert and leave. We're not a monster. We're not a monster to people who haven't betrayed our mother. We aren't a monster to people who aren't related to us by blood. I have no desire to harm any of these Orthodox Christians on a personal level. If they are willing to convert, they can go free. We don't need executions. It's not what we're in this for. Corsica is probably going to be the most difficult island to take. Alright. We have solidified our position. Our stepbrother is over here, still being stupid. Still doing his best. Our other stepbrother is our ally. We have got to put these two northern counties into the hands of people of our culture and our religion to manage them. Hopefully they will work to change the culture to match our own. Well, actually, it's probably not for the best for me if they do, but I'm fine either way. I just don't want to have to manage the expectations of Sardinian nobles. Like I said, for all I care, the Sardinians can just drop into the sea. Nothing against Sardinians. But with the exception of his mother and the people who follow her faith, Uzza is not exactly pro-Christian. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for this time, though. We've succeeded at taking over Sardinia, which was our big goal. We have gone mad. Hopefully, our madness doesn't drive us to making terrible mistakes. We'll have to see. Now that I have a thumb on the Emir's rage issues, I should be able to find more ways to fit it into the roleplay. It kind of surprised me this week, but I have some ideas of where we're going to go with this. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, let me know. And I'll see you next time.